Okay, Richard. First off, my name is Daryl, referred to as Groot, as you probably have seen. Welcome to the team. Where I'm at right now, level 40, I have gained an extra wing by giving up a life, so I started with 7, now I'm down to 6. Basic thing, just don't get too anxious and play defensively. That's what I tell everybody in the game. Also, at the end of the game, I'll show you the passive skill setup. So, wait till I transfer screens and you can see which passive skills that I use. All right, here we go. Let's see. Okay, want to say something on that boss. If you notice, I start to the right, and when the laser rotates, it goes to the left, to right, to left, to right. So you start to the right after the first laser. If you can't destroy him, then you go to the left side of the screen because then the laser will come on and rotate to the right, so on, so forth. If you notice, I start right away and smack him with my resolution. That is the strongest wing you can use against this boss. Just make sure you're far back enough when the boomerangs come out that they miss you. If you saw it was a little too close, it clipped me, got my first shield, but I was able to recover. So there you go for getting by that boss. Sit back, watch the rest. A lot of it's patterns. Also, if you notice, my ship picked up speed and power when I got down to my last 2 lives. That's because of my passive skill configuration. So, as I say, stick around after this game's over, which will be a couple more rounds most likely, and you can see my passive skills. Always pick attack speed boost if you get the chance. Okay, so there you have it. Now, here comes I'll show you my, well, let's just go in here. And there's my passive skill summary. As you can see on my engines, I picked the damage 25% at 2 lives or below. All you've got, I believe, is green. So if you have that green, you will have damage increases by 10% or 2 lives below. Your other choice, I don't know if you have the guns, but there's the 20%, long as no life is lost. I always choose the 2 lives or below in endless, but when I go into a war boss, I always use this one here. The other one is 2% each time a life is lost. Max 5 times. You lose a life, you gain 2%. You lose another life, you gain more, But as you can see, I don't have any of those in the deals, but you have to unlock them first. I don't know if you know how to do that. I can go with you on the phone and teach you all of this stuff. In your engines, in your guns, as you can see, I use the same one at the 2 lives or below. You've also got the option of increasing with no lives, or you've got the option with the 5 lives. Same options in both of those passive skills. As you can see, I've got a ton of them, all this stuff. Unfortunately, before I knew what to do, I had deleted, going back, I had deleted all of those, and now all I've got is unarmed guns, which I don't need anyway because I'm gold all the way across the board. Going into the fusion, into the cores, I use the fusion core because my gold is increased. You can go to your attract range, which means you suck things in from the screen further away. Also, you've got your core. This one increases your percentage of your score, which does not matter because you're not going for score. Only use this option in PvP 2 versus 2 or against a boss. Other words, score is totally useless. Going into your electric circuit, or your circuit, I should say. I use the electric circuit. It gives me a 20% damage increase. Also in the gold, you have a boss, which obviously you will only use against a boss. Used in boss assault or in war or in tournament. When you get the bosses, I use this against the boss in tournament. It gives me a speed advantage on getting more enemy, which is something you will learn. Also, this one here gives you the chance of not losing aircraft when your skill or with your skill or your wing. It's just a percentage thing. Never use it. Going into the bottom left there, this is your energy. Increased duration of shield after being hit by 4 seconds. That's not 45, that's 4 seconds. After your ship is hit, you get your shield only if you are using an X-class fighter. So this is useless for not having an X, and I didn't believe I saw an X with yours. So this one here, this increases your skill on your wing. So, I mean your skill on your aircraft, that's the supplied skill. Gives you a 2-second increase. If you notice going to this one, this one, this one, this one, all the blue avatars or the blue hoods on these avatars. This is a gray. These are the purples. They're all the same in any of the colored squares. Colored squares increases your skill durations. If you notice on here, the wing skill duration is increased by 2 seconds. If I go to the same in the purple, it increases by 1.5. The same in the blue increases by 1 second. The same in the green, which I believe you have, increases by 1 second. The blue is also 1 second, green 1 second. So you can kind of get an idea what these are doing. Each time you increase the power from green to blue to purple to gold, you increase in your seconds. This is good for any of your other ones too, your other skills. Going to the bottom right, this is your container. I use the second gun damage increased by 1.5%. You also have the option of your main gun damage increasing by 1.5%, or your aircraft skill damage increases by 30%. This all depends on what boss, what ship, what event you are in. And as you can see, if you look at this purple container, which is your metallic container, if I use the same in the purple, back up here, I get 30% going to the purple, 25% going to the blue, 20% going to the green, 15%. So you can see the different things. If I go to the gold, and in the sustainable container, this is for the second gun damage, I get 15%. If I go to the purple, you're looking at 12%. If I do the same thing in the blue, you're looking at 9%. If I do the same thing in the green, you're at 3%. Okay? Now, looking at, I'm giving kind of a lesson what I give over the phone. If you look at these numbers, if you see the 10 or the 7 or the 9, if you look at the top of the screen, and this is good for any of the skills, you can see the number 9, where it says gold amount increase under the inventory sustainable container. You can see the 9. That is your gold amount increase. This doesn't change no matter which one you use unless you see the numbers. That's what these white numbers at the bottom of these containers are. Those numbers increase the amount of gold, and it's the same with each different skill in this container inventory. I hope that makes sense, but if not, I can teach that to you later. So there's kind of a rundown on your engines. You've got your stat summary, which shows your percentages, your passive summary, which shows your skills. In each container or each engine, no matter which one you pick, there are 3 skills. The maximum you can get are gold in any one of these skills. So as you can see, I have 3 gold in each one, meaning I am now maxed out in each one of these engines, each one of the skills. I can't go any further. In fact, I am maxed out in the game. Wherever I go, I can't possibly increase anything. If you look at my ships, I'm X's all the way across the board in everything except for this Fury, and I keep that on purpose, not going to an X, so I can see certain things and help people out using a weaker ship. I can go to my let me take you to here. Now you can see everything. These are my aircraft skills. If you notice, I'm X'd out in everything except for the 2 that I have not unlocked. I used to have the one next to, I can't even think of what to call it. Used to be unlocked, now it's locked. That's a dev screw up. I'm waiting for them to unlock these. Then, as you can see, I'm X'd out. The only one I'm not open on is this one here that you see is locked, worthless skill or worthless wing, and I have not maxed out except for the resolution and also my wing of destruction. This one here at 149, as you can see, is a very weak wing, and it is used mainly to get, when you use it, let me go into the wings and show you. If you notice, in using this wing of redemption, you get an extra life. You'll be able to see, here it is right here. You gain 1 life. This is the only wing that you can gain a life. None of the other wings have it. It's pretty sweet when you're using that. Wing of destruction, or wing of grace rather, very, very powerful wing. The same as your resolution. Best wing you can get right now is this wing. Go for it. It's the most powerful against any boss, period. The second best is the Wing of Grace. Wing of Resolution, you have it unlocked. I checked. Increase this one over anything else. I can't stress that enough. If you want to look at your drones, if you go to PvP, your laser above a double S and your splasher above a double S will give you those greenies.